And welcome guys to another Scouts of Entertainment Reforged replay. Today's a 2v2 from yours truly, and I'm commanding the realm of Gondor. My allies command the realm of Dale. And before we get started, just like that you guys know that I have a PayPal option, subscribe star, Patreon and donation link in the description below if you'd like to support my work. But if you can't do that, then please remember to like and share the video, as that does greatly support the channel. Now, I have some guards of Osgiliath, some civilians, some marksmen of Caer Andros, some veterans of Osgiliath and marksmen of Caer Andros. Veterans are armoured up all the way. Pretty much all my army units are armoured up. I've got some Citadel Guard here. I think I've got 3 units of Gondor Infantry fully armoured, some Ithilien Rangers, some Guards of Osgiliath, and some Citadel Guard. I've also got some Nemethian Honour Guard here in the back, acting as a rear guard. We were a little surprised our opponents deployed so far away as they did, and this game actually had horrible lag, so I want to give a quick shout out to all players involved and thank you for your patience. We had to really persevere to complete this game, to say the least. Alright, we have some Dale. We have Dale, commanded by Unknown Soldier. We have some Bardian Marksmen here, some Dalian Bowmen, 2 units, and some Bardian Marksmen. And we have some Dalian Spearmen here, some Bardian Herd, dismounted Earls of Dale, Lake Town Infantry, 3 units. This is also a light archer unit as well. We have some dismounted Earls of Dale, more Bardian Herd, dismounted Earls, Blackshot Dragon Slayers, Dalian Royal Guard, and a Catapult. And that brings us to the first of our 2 opponents, Lothorian, commanded by Tel Purion. He's got some Lorined Archers, 2 units, some Ballista, some Elder Council, Spears of the Wood, Lorined Spearmen, Watchers of the Golden Wood, Kindred of Celeborn, Lorined Swordmasters, Lorined Spearmen, Lorined Axemen, Elder Council, and 2 units of March Wardens of the Wood. And his ally is Dwellers of Erebor, commanded by Abdul Rahman. He's got some Erebor Legionnaires, Ironfoot Spears, 2 units, some Ironfoot Crossbows, and some Erebor Legionnaires. He also has some Blacklock Engineers and Ironfoot Crossbows, Axeguard of Erebor, Sons of Durin, Dragon Slayers of Ered Mithrin, Obsidian Guard, Axeguard of Erebor, and Highborns of Erebor. And on that note, we'll get the battle started. Enjoy! So, Unknown Soldier and I start making our way down to face our opponents. Yeah, they're not moving towards us, so we start moving towards them. And we start formulating a plan. Dale's going to go up the right. And I was contemplating going around this pass and going around. I also thought about going up this pass here, because if we just peel to the right a little bit, we see Lothorian over there. And so what I wanted to try and do is occupy this square here and have some archer units either positioned here or over here, so they can shoot at Lothorian as Dale attacks. But we also got this little mound here to contend with. Unknown Soldier did warn me about it, and I did try and keep my eye on it. But you got to just roll the dice sometimes with your plans and hope they work out. And on that note, we'll do a small cut here and come back once we get closer. See you soon. Alright guys, I've arrived at the pass. Now, my plan was to send over some forces to help out Unknown Soldier, and I started to do that. But then I decided to recall them and try and just take on the Dwarves of Erebor. But because it was so laggy, it felt forever for them to come back. It won't feel this way now, because replays don't show lag, thank God. Yeah, my army's a bit tired. I did run the distance most of the way. We've got March Wardens of Wood reloading. Here they come. I'm not too worried about them shooting at my veterans of Osgiliath. These guys are armoured up all the way. And being in loose formation, they'll last a fair while. Got my marksman Andros firing on some Blacklock engineers. I fire off a couple of volleys, then I just give up because I'm not really getting too many hits per volley. I really am kind of wasting my ammunition on them. And the bank is sort of acting as a nice shield for it. A lot of my arrows are going into it. So, you know, eventually I stop. Now where are they going? Yeah, this is where I switch targets now. And I start shooting over here because I'm getting some hits on the Kindred, the Calibrawn, and 9-foot crossbows. We still got Telpiron getting ready for Dale's arrival. We got Daling Bowman here firing in. He's firing the March Wood into the wood, but he's still getting 1 or 2 hits here on the Laura and the Archers, and they're a little way back. Just a couple of stray arrows hitting them. And no one's moving up to face me yet. So I try to join in the fun with Dale. And I don't know why my marksman Candros were doing this, but they were, for some reason, running back, even though I didn't command them to do so, and it says they're reloading. We got Abdel setting up his crossbows, keeping an eye on them. I'm trying to get as many hits on the elves as I can before I have to switch targets. Yeah, this was the target too good to pass up. Although they're all spread out, they're all bunched up, it pretty much cancels out the advantage, as I always say, when it comes to splitting up your troops. You gotta split. If you're gonna split them up, you gotta keep them separate from each other. Otherwise, it might as well be in tight formation. As you can see, you got my troops over here. Oh, they're under fire here from the ballista. You just clipped them. God, I wish I were moving that fast when we were really playing this game. Anyway. So right now we're doing alright. It's 4% to 3%. Got Barney Marksman, 2 units here firing in fact. Oh, lucky. Just missed him again. Marchwood into the wood firing in. Lauren and Archers are firing to the Dalian Spearmen behind them. So right now we're just trying to skirmish the other person down, really. And we had Abdul firing into my civilians, as well as the Blacklock engineers, so Unknown Soldier and I were loving this. We just thought, yep, go for it. We were getting them to waste a bit of ammo on me, which is good. I got 2 units of Belfast Marines. I don't know if I pointed that out to you guys earlier. I got my veterans firing in here now. Wars are just tough SOBs, you know. I'm firing like 300 volleys into them, and not many of them are falling. I got one civilian left, broken. The Blackhawks also did a number of my Candros marksmen. That's why these guys are all dead. Even in loose formation, didn't really save them, which I was a little bit annoyed by. The Kindred of Calibron never seemed to run out of ammunition. They were a real thorn in my side. Most of my army's returning. I'm moving up my Marines in anticipation for the charge of the Dwarfs. The alien bowmen appear to be out of ammunition. These guys are still firing. Unknown soldier firing into the archers. In hindsight, if you guys are in this situation, maybe it's better off standing up some light melee units to sort of force the archers back, and while they're running back, you move up your archers so you can shoot into both the retreating archers and the main infantry line behind them. You know, it's kind of like make you blink moment. So make you blink strategy. Most players will always withdraw their archers, even if a light infantry unit is coming to attack them. And then you buy yourself some time either to move closer or to take down the enemy as they're retreating. My marksmen and Candros are almost out of ammunition. That's why I'm okay with them just staying there. And there's not much I can do here. Even if I put these guys in loose formation, the Watchers will still hit them. But I think they're actually going after my Wardens of the White Tower. And my Guards of Ascidia are acting as a shield. And given that my Wardens are my elite high tier infantry unit, I decided that that's acceptable. Unknown soldier still skirmishing away. Kindred the Caliborn reloading. And this part really hurt. You know, I saw this and I got him to loose formation as quickly as I could, but you know, like I said, even if your troops are bunched up, having them in loose formation doesn't really help too much.
We're under attack.
I half wondered if they could reach me over there. Clearly they can. The thing is, Kindred has already been firing at me for a little bit already, so I was kind of thinking he'd run out of ammunition soon, but he never did. My rangers are hidden, so he doesn't know they're there. And this is when I decided to move in. Got the crossbows moving up. I've got a few measly archers firing onto the hill there to try and fight back against the elves, which is pretty much useless. Abdul's racking them up here. painful to watch, but you know, you got to learn your own lessons as well. The thing with Kindred Calibron, guys, is it looks much worse than it really is. They do a little bit of damage, sure, but it takes a while for units to actually go down. Got some Nothing Honor Guard moving up. Belfast range, I'm going to try and follow up, fire a volley in. It also doesn't help that most of my units are tired. That was another critical error. I should have marched them up. It would have taken possibly like half an hour or 45 minutes to do that. We did actually times 2 6-speed it, but the thing is, my guys were stationed there for a while, so I thought they would have rested it long enough for them to, you know, be fresh again. But it seems to take forever for them to just ease back to fresh and get off exhausted and very tired. We're firing for so long, I just want them to go away. And I got Lauren and archers firing onto my Pelican Marines. This was pretty good. Abdul bunched up his dwarves, and I just thought it was a golden opportunity to get some javelins into them. I also got my Artillery Rangers firing in as well. Talpiron's responding with his Kindred of Calibron. I lost a few troops, but as you can see, it wasn't too terrible. But a lot of my men were damaged by those strikes. I got my Artillery Rangers here firing into a blob that Abdul brought up of Obsidian Guard, Airborne Legionnaires, and Axe Guard Overboard. I've also got some fire from my ally Unknown Soldier against Blackshot Dragon Slayers. They're firing in as well to help me out across the river. Sorry, across the marsh. Right? And it's 30 now to 25. So in all things considered, it ain't too bad right now. I really do appreciate the fire from the Blackshot Dragon Slayers against the Obsidian Guard. My Artillery Rangers are scoring some really good hits here. My Pelican Marines are taking forever to reload and fire again. Just want them to turn around and do so. We've got March Ones of Wood on the ridge there firing in. Just trying to stack up the ranks against the dwarves. But the Blacklock Engineer's out of ammunition. We'll have a look at how Unknown Soldier's going. He's broken through the front, first layer of defense. He's pushing Lothorian back a bit. With some Lakeland Infantry, Gatling Spearmen, Bombarding Marksmen, and some dismounted Earls coming over there. But the other council here.
We've lost half of our men.
Move it up just a little bit. Just when they decide to fire, they move quick.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
46 to 40. So pretty much the left flank of the dwarves is being taken out, mainly by the Blackshot Dragon Slayers and my Dealing Rangers, with also a little bit of help from my Pelican Marines. See the Highborns moving in. I try to target them with what's left of my Pelican Marines. $51 to 42 now. And there goes my general. And that's when I really start panicking. Gondor doesn't do too well when it's exhausted and my general dies. And he was the only thing holding everything together. As you can see, most of my army just now broke. Nothing, I got 69. Shaken. Gondor infantry broken but fighting to the death. That's fire from the large ones, but against some friendly fire as well. Got some Syrian Amoth Rangers here. From up here, and they're under fire. From Lake Town Infantry, I think. That's pretty good fire there from Telperion. Oh, I got Daily Royal Guard firing into the Syrian Amoth Rangers. That's pretty good. And 65 to 50. Unknown's doing pretty good here, but unfortunately he has to get going soon at this point. Plays for just a little bit longer. That's just a me meaning defeat because I'm destroyed now, unfortunately. All my units are now broken. 78 to 54 now. Yeah, it's pretty much over at this point. So, congratulations to Telperion and Abdul Rahman on their victory. Telperion 14-24, Abdul Rahman 1111. Not bad at all. Yours truly got 692, Unknown Soldier 678. Looking at my kill count, my Athelian Rangers got 118, Pelican Marines 109, and my L unit only got 58. The Omni Underguard was a 6th the rest did poor to average, I'd say. So yeah, a couple of critical errors on my part. I should have marched my troops into loose formation separately. I shouldn't have exposed my infantry to the Kindred of Celeborn like I did. I thought I was safe and I thought wrong. My ally really helped me out of a jam there and I tried to help him too. All in all, it was a good game. Telperion and Abdullah won fair and square. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys next time. Bye.